Alright guys, welcome to another Paint the Moon Vaporizer review. Today we're going to be checking out the SOURCE Orb from Source Vapes. Let's get into it. Alright, so when you get your SOURCE Orb, I think it's the SOURCE Orb V2 Goats Kit or something like that. It's just a kit that you get. There'll be a box around this that says like Source Kit, and inside your box you're gonna have this. It's just a little carry pouch that'll carry basically everything you need all right there. So let's take this thing apart. Let's see, we got the SOURCE Orb itself and your battery, which is variable voltage. 5 clicks to turn it on and off. Now it's on. We'll get into the atomizers in a little bit. Also comes with a battery charger. This can plug into any USB, as well as coming with a wall charger, which has a USB plug on it. It also comes with a little goo jar for whatever goo you throw in there. It's a little screw-on silicone. It's nice. It's pretty high quality, I think. As well as coming with a little loading tool. Has a little scoop on one end, a little packer thing on the other. And it also comes with a lot of different atomizers. It comes with 8 different ones. 2 of mine broke. We'll get into that in a sec. But it comes with 8 total atomizers. This is one of them. It can screw. It's just a 510 threaded, so you can screw it onto like a Siga-like battery or something like that. Just got a little single coil down in there. I think it looks like a ceramic wick, but I'm not sure. But it works pretty well. This one's really good. Really good if you have like one of those Siga-like batteries, because it's a lot more stealth that way. It also comes with, I think this is the Terra atomizer. They don't really go into like which one's the Terra and which one isn't. But this one seems the most likely candidate. It's really interesting. This one you can kind of just fill it up, and then it'll just kind of heat the entire like chamber. It's really interesting. That's not my favorite atomizer though. My favorite is what I currently have in here, which is the single coil wickless, which is really a single coil with a ceramic rod. They also include one that has no wick, but that's not the wickless one for some reason or another. But this one with the single coil ceramic rod, I feel like it gives you the best overall vape experience. But this kit really lets you dial in exactly what you want. You have like the Terra option. You have this is just like a little donut. It's a ceramic donut that actually heats up, and it's not my favorite, but with larger loads, this one it works really well and vaporizes really efficiently. It also comes with a dual coil ceramic rod atomizer. This is their other wickless. This is like the dual coil wickless when it just has ceramic wicks. It's kind of dirty, so you can't really see in there, but it's 2 coils instead of 1. I'll show you this one again. I'm not sure if you can tell the difference, but there's 1 coil in here, and there's 2 in here. That's the main difference between those. Yeah, the atomizers just keep coming. There's also this dual wicked, which is with silica wick. There's also a single silica wick, which broke on mine, as well as the one without a wick broke for me. That was due to running the wattages a little bit higher. So try to avoid with the single, especially with the single wickless, like the one that literally has no wick, try not to run that at too high of a setting, just because it tends to just not work well. And then the last one that I have here is this one, which I believe is their like dry herb one. You're supposed to place the herb on top of that coil, which the coil has a wick in it. But you're supposed to place the herb on top of that and it'll vape it. It doesn't really work. I just kind of wish they would take it off their website entirely, like even having that as like an option. But what are you gonna do? So it comes with now 7 atomizers. They're all really interesting. If you really are new to concentrate vaping and you just want to try out a bunch of different atomizers to see what they're like, this kit really lets you do that. It lets you dial in, it lets you figure out exactly which atomizer you like the most, and then you can just kind of buy that atomizer from now on. And once you figure out the one that you like, you can just purchase that one. You can just buy these individual like coils. So whenever, like, say this coil goes bad, I can just buy a new one of these. I don't have to buy a whole new kit, or I don't even have to use one of these if I don't want to. But it also gives you the option of once a coil dies, you have a bunch of other choices that you can go with. So that's pretty much it. The battery life is really good on this thing, because this is a really decent sized battery, and because it's variable voltage, it really lets you dial in exactly what you want. You change the voltage, there's this little dial down here at the bottom, and you just change your voltage and line it up with that dot right there. Can't really see it. Your voltage is listed on here. It goes from, I'm pretty sure, 3.7 maybe? 3.2. It goes from 3.2 all the way up to 4.8 volts, which is a pretty big range if you ask me. And the battery life's really good. It's a spring-loaded 510 as well, which is really nice. It adjusts automatically. I really like this vape. It's a solid unit, and the battery life is great. It has a lot better battery than like the regular 650 mAh Ego batteries that a lot of kits come with. It is a little bit bigger though, so that's one thing to keep in mind. This isn't really a stealth vape. I mean, you're walking around with basically like a little mini scepter here, this giant gold orb on it. So not really stealth, but say you wanted stealth, you can get a Ciga-like battery, which is a battery that looks like a cigarette. And it's going to be this wide, and you can get it in black, and it'll look exactly like a regular e-cig, but you can vape your concentrates and just kind of like hit it like a cigarette if you wanted to. And that's really the option I would say people should go with if they're looking for like a stealth kind of thing, especially if they want to get this kit but they still want that stealth option. That's like really the best way to do it. You can get the batteries really cheap, like less than $5. So it's definitely worth it for me. So anyways, this has been the SOURCE Orb V2 kit. As always, in the description there'll be links to our Facebook and Twitter pages, as well as we're on Reddit and FC under the username PaintTheMoon. Feel free to send us any questions you guys got, and thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe!